Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are going to be working with simplifying radicals of many different powers. So we're going to be working with simplifying what we call the nth degree. Okay, so far you've worked with square root radicals. That would be very similar to this one right here. That is asking us to simplify the square root of 72. One thing to note, if the index, meaning the area in this part of the radical, if that is empty, then the default that you're looking for is a square root. So this one is looking for a square root. That means that what we're looking for are two of the same factor within the radicand, or within the number that's inside the radical. We're looking for two or pairs of the same factor to bring out. So we're going to start factoring 72. So 72. 72 is 2 times 36. And 36 is 6 times 6. So I have a pair. I can stop there. 2 will not factor anymore, but I have a pair here with the number 6. That will come outside of the radical. So what we get here is 6 outside of the radical. That pair is a square. And 2 doesn't have a second to go with it, so it's not part of a pair. It stays inside the radical. So this turns into 6 times the square root of 2. Okay, now let's move on to a cubed root. This one over here is a cubed root. Okay, so that's asking for 3 of the same number to be found in order to come out of the radical, or in order to clear the radical. So you need not a pair, but a triple this time. Now you'll notice that it has a negative inside of it, and with odd numbered roots you can have negatives. I'm going to break that apart a little bit inside that radical. I'm going to say that's -1 times 32. Now the thing that you need to know about this is that I can break that radical apart so that it's a cube root of -1 times a cube root of 32. Anytime I have a cube root of -1, that can come out as just a -1, because -1 times -1 times -1 is -1. So a cube root of -1 will be a -1. So that's going to clear the radical automatically. So I'm going to put that out here as part of my answer to get started. So I've already cleared the -1 out. Now I'm going to break apart or start factoring 32. 32 is 4 times 8. 4 is 2 times 2. 8 is 4 times 2. And this 4 can be broken apart some more as 2 times 2. So it's all these 2's are what make up the number 32. Now I'm looking for a triple. I'm looking for a set of 3. So here we go. There's 1, 2, 3 right there. That's going to clear these 2. There are only 2 of them, so they need to stay inside. So that triple is going to come out as a single 2. That clears the radical. So those clear. The other 2's stay inside. Okay. So now I'm just going to multiply what I have on the outside as a coefficient. So -1 times 2 is -2. And I'm going to multiply the radicand, or the number inside the radical, together. 2 times 2 is 4. So the answer here is -2 times the cubed root. I almost forgot to put cubes in there. The cubed root of 4. Make sure that we match the index number, this is called the index number, up with the original. All right. So now let's move on to the fourth root over here. This is a fourth root, and so it's looking for 4 of the same number inside the radical. So let's start. Let's see, I know for sure 5 is going to go into 405. So 5 times 81 is what will make up 405. 81 is 9 times 9. And 9 is 3 times 3, and the other 9 is also 3 times 3. So I can see here that I have 4 of the same number. We're looking for 4, a set of 4, because this is a fourth root, and this 5 will have to stay inside. So the 3 is going to clear the radical. It's a single 3. It's a set of 4 that comes out. The 5 stays inside. And so we have 3 times the fourth root of 5 as the answer.